Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today's video, I'm just going to be showing you guys a couple punishes with characters that I often run into people doing wrong, or they could have just done, a slightly better punish, This is more of just like a helpful thing. Obviously a lot of these characters haven't changed for a while, but at the same time, we're also getting a lot of reworks this year. So that being the case, I'm not going to talk about Raider, Orochi, or Shinobi in this video, being they're probably going to change here anyways, but I'm going to talk about some characters, and this is just to help you guys out. Y'all may already know some of these punishes, but for those of you who don't, hopefully y'all will love this. So without further ado, get right to the video. Alright guys, first one I have up is Warlord. Now, obviously Warlord has not changed in quite a while, but I felt like I should make this video because I've seen Warlord mains not use this. I'm not going to list any obviously, but I've seen Warlord mains not use this punish. Most popular one I see here, and this is obviously for out of stamp guard break, is you grab them, throw them backwards, and they'll throw like a light into heavy. Doesn't matter which side for the heavy finisher. Or I'll even see them go for this. They'll even go for like heavy into light, and the light's not confirmed obviously. Now Warlord does have a way to get two heavies on guard break punishes. Now, as far as direction goes, I don't know if side matters, but you can get a top heavy and then any side heavy for your punish. Now, actually, it's top heavy or any heavy for the finisher at this point. All finisher heavies are the same damage. So what you need to do is when you do guard break and throw them, make sure your guard is on top, always. So if you're going for your little 50-50, guard break headbutt pressure, because that's probably when you're going to get them out of stamina. That's what you need to do, is make sure your guard is up top every time you're going for this, you're going for these 50-50 punishes. And then when you guard break them, just throw them backwards or sideways, top heavy, into another heavy. And that's going to get you 53 damage compared to, doing a light then heavy, which is only going to get you, 41 damage? So it's an extra 12 damage. It's like an extra light attack. So I just wanted you guys to know that. It is super good, and it's not utilized near as often as it should be. Another one you can do with Warlord is off his crashing charge. Now this one, you're probably not going to use this often because it's pretty stamina consuming. You're probably only going to be able to use this if your stamina is full when you hit the crashing charge, which honestly is going to be most scenarios. But what you can do is after you crashing charge somebody, you can throw a zone, and then you can go straight into a side heavy to get you, I believe it's 41 damage. So as you'll see here, and then at that point, you're probably just going to feint or go into your light. I wouldn't recommend this if your opponent is, pretty close to getting their stand back, because at that point, you're going to be forced to throw the light to be safe. Otherwise, it's pretty cool. Because you get all that, and that's what, 41 damage off just a crashing charge. So the more you know, guys. If you Warlord players out there, use these punishes. They're pretty nuts. You can also do something similar if they're near a wall. If you want to do like just light into heavy or something like that. It's also 41 damage, and that one's going to be a little bit less stamina consuming. You do have to have a wall nearby though. But it's good. It's a good way to get some nice, easy damage. Crashing charge is relatively hard to react to for the average player. So y'all have fun with these guys. Have fun, you Warlord players out there. Next up, guys, we have Lawbringer. Now, this is something I have explained before on my old Lawbringer Advanced Guide. I believe it was Season 12. I don't even know what season we're in now. It hasn't changed, but I still see a lot of people either mess it up or they ask me in videos why I messed up my punish when I didn't. So I just want to show you guys. So what a lot of people go for, they'll throw someone down. It's great. They'll go for, double top heavy. Go straight into that, which is great. That's a great punish because at that point they're blinded, their stamina is paused, and then they have to go for 50-50. And there's nothing wrong with that punish at all. They get you 28 plus 24. That is 52 damage, which is pretty good. However, there is a way you can get higher damage. So what you need to do, and this works only on guard break, okay? You can do something similar on out of stand parries, but it's higher damage on guard breaks. So whenever you do guard break somebody, you're going to throw them straight forward, okay? This only works straight forward. Left, right, behind do not work. But what you'll do, whatever direction your guard is in when you throw them, you need to throw a heavy in that direction. Now, we'll say switching your guard to the top is the best way to do this because, like switching before you throw them, before you even guard break them, because the stand pause will be longer, which is good for you, obviously. So basically what you're going to be doing is throwing your first heavy the same side that your guard is on. Then you're going to throw a second heavy from the top. And this is important because it pauses their stamina or drains it more if they got their stam back. And then you get a free light from any side. The last one, it really doesn't matter. It's the same damage. But this is what it looks like. If you guard break them and your guard's on the side, throw them forward, side heavy, top heavy, and light. All of it's confirmed. Every bit of that is confirmed. It is nutty. And this works with the top as well. So if I throw him here and my guard's up top, you just do top heavies, and then any side light. All of it is 100% confirmed. And in most scenarios, this is a very safe punish. Because your stam drain, your blind from your top heavy, it will keep them from getting their stamina back. That's why it's usually important when you get this scenario here, like right there, you switch to your guard up top. Because that way, they don't get their stam back. Except in the very rare scenario, you get them like a hair before their stam comes back. And they can't guard break you or light you or anything. Your recovery is too good at that point. It's a scary punish. And if you guys ever see me in videos where I've thrown them down and I threw it from the side heavy first, because I didn't get a chance to switch my guard, or I forgot to switch my guard in the beginning before I threw them. So keep that in mind. If you guys want that extra 14 damage on top, that gets you a total of 28 plus 14 plus 4. Is that the right number? Let's see. So 24 plus 28 plus 14. That's a lot. That is 66 damage? Yeah, 66 damage from guard break. Now, you can do something similar as well on parries. I'm going to show you now. So, let me make it where they are forced to try to parry. So in this scenario here, you just parry, delay light from the same side, top heavy, and then any side light. And I literally mean any side light. You just got to delay it so that you don't do your riposte. If you do your parry riposte, they don't fall down. So it kind of sucks. At one point, you could delay the riposte, and the riposte gave you a little bit of extra damage, and that drain / pause their stamina, but that's no longer available. So, for you Lawbringer players out there, if you want that extra damage, which I would highly recommend, free damage is nice, especially since Lawbringer loses quite a bit of stamina, usually going for all his heavies. Take that free light, guys. It's powerful. You have no idea. It's so powerful, and free damage is free damage. Next up, guys, we have Griffin. Now, I know a lot of you guys don't play Griffin these days. Personally, I still enjoy him as a character. Not so much in duels, because his shove and kick, I mean, it's not the greatest anymore. Like, the kick's decent, but like the shove with no follow-up after if you miss it, and being punishable now compared to like almost every other bash that's the same speed. It's just not as good as some of the characters. However, he does have a punish that I don't see anybody using. It's for a good reason, because the input's very tight. But a lot of people, what they do for their max punish for Griffin is this. They'll just, do that. Or they will throw them forward, do a dash top light, kick, heavy. Now, there is another punish that works that is a little bit better. Timing is very precise, okay? It is very difficult, okay? So what you have to do is you throw them backwards. This only works backwards from what I've been able to test. You throw them backwards, and then you have to delay your first light a little bit, because if you don't, it's gonna go like this and just do your light finisher there, which isn't gonna be your good damage. But you delay it just a little bit, just enough to where your finisher doesn't come out. And then what you do is you throw one light, and they won't get up. They won't start getting up. You throw a second light in a different direction. That way you don't just do the double tap for little damage. And then you kick and get the heavy. Now, the timing is very precise. Even I cannot do it, perfectly every time. But I'm going to show you guys what it looks like. Just like that. It's pretty nasty. You get 49 damage, plus you get a kick, And the kick, I believe, does pause stamina. I know the shove does not, but I believe the kick does. Don't quote me on that, but it should pause stamina. Even if it doesn't, that is the max punish you are going to get on a Griffin at a stam guard break. But you'd be surprised. A lot of people, they'll go for the double light and they'll just dodge, and then you get a free one. But the timing on it, it's very strict, guys. This one is going to take practice. Unlike the other ones where they're more of a mental thing, this one is going to take some practice to get down. If you do it too late, they get up like that. You do it too early, you get that undodgeable light. Just like that. So practice this one, guys. It's very difficult for you Griffin players out there. Again, this probably won't be for you hardcore Griffin people. For you very casual people, you'll probably stick to what you have already, which is, you know, just throw them forward and, you know, do whatever is easiest for y'all guys, obviously. Next up, guys, we have Nusha. Now, I know we just did Griffin, who's obviously not played that often anymore. Nusha the same. However, Nusha has a few really nasty punishes that I want you guys to know about. That way, if y'all do decide to play Nusha, or maybe you want to play her after today. Also, don't judge my Nusha. I was messing around with her and I made her blue with a bunch of YouTube symbols. But if you guys decide to play her after today, you should know some of her punishes. Now, again, these are all just out of stand punishes. However, there's going to be a few scenarios you can use these punishes. So, first off, if you do get a guard break, you can throw them, get a light, heavy into light, every bit of it's confirmed. Now, if they do get their stand back by the end of it, they can guard break you. So in all these scenarios, if it's a situation where they would get their stand back after that second heavy, or after your finisher, any of it, if they get their stand back like right away, do not throw your last light. That's where you're going to mix it in. You are still free to use the light into heavy in that scenario. And then you can go for a mix-up with traps or whatever you want. However, he's got a way to do this a couple different ways. So obviously, the first one here, you just throw them to the side, light, heavy light, directions don't matter on any of them. You can do something very similar on parries as well. So if they go for a parry, if I can find the parry, there we go. Same thing, light, heavy, light. Quite a bit of damage, 25 plus 27. That's 52 damage, just for getting a parry and out-of-stand opponent. Now, one other thing you should know. Nusha has, she's a disruptor, so her heavy finishers, they will grab the opponent and throw them, which is normally already pretty cool, especially if there's a wall nearby. However, if the opponent's out of stamina, it's scary. So with Nusha, if you finish with your top heavy finisher specifically, you get that same light, heavy, light punish. It's disgusting. So it just goes just like this. That's a lot. So you have your 30 damage finisher, plus 12, which is 42, plus 27, which is 69, plus 10, 79 damage. It's disgusting. It's so nasty for you Nusha players if you do land this. If you're using traps a bunch, you're honestly bound to land this. Or if they start dodging, then that's when you get your free guard break, light, heavy to light. Honestly, she just does so much damage, guys. You'll need to abuse this. Now, if you try it from the side, it's not consistent. They'll get up. I don't know. Let's see if it works on the other side. I don't believe it works on either side. I think it's a top thing only. Yeah, it's a top thing only. So what I'd recommend is just going for top heavy finishers. If you are trying to hit this nasty punish, it's disgusting. Now, what you can also do with Peacekeeper, or not with Peacekeeper, what you can also do with Nusha, if there's a wall nearby, everybody knows you can hit them, you know, you can grab them, throw them to the wall, and then get another heavy on them. However, if you got just the right distance here, you can actually hit a zone. Now, you need to be a little bit further away, and I was just there. Unless you want to try to get them with, like, a zone trap mix-up or something, you know? But it's pretty nasty, and you'd be surprised how easy it is to pull that off. Like, I don't think this is going to be close enough. It might. Not quite. But it's not hard to pull off, guys. It's really not. Not to mention, if you do mess up, just go for the trap. It's probably going to get them. It's scary, guys. You Nusha players, learn these tricks. A lot of Nusha players probably already know them. The only thing new players may not know is the one into zone here. Because it's really gross. 58 damage heavy finisher, essentially. Or, I guess, 64 or 62 if you hit the trap. But it's pretty nasty, guys. Feel free to practice these. They're not hard, but they're very, very rewarding. Last one I have for you guys is Berserker. Now, this one, it's not as important as the other ones, in my opinion. It's not as much damage you get off of it. However, it is going to be better in the long run, especially with the option selects disappearing here soon. So, a lot of people, what I see for their punish, they throw people forward, dash light, heavy light, and then, you know, go into their mix-up, right? And dash light, heavy light is pretty good damage. I mean, it's right at, what is that, 20... What was that, right at 50? However, what you can do instead, throw them to the side here, heavy, heavy. It's the same punish, but you go into a scarier unblockable directly after. So, your top unblockable right here does 31 damage normally, okay? Which is, you know, about what you would get into if you did this right here, which you can do. However, throw them to the side here, and get them with the two heavies, you go straight to a 34 damage unblockable. Again, it's a small number. However, I do see most Berserkers go for the dash light, heavy light, which I believe uses more stamina too, because you are throwing out an extra attack. I could be wrong on that. Don't quote me on that. But it's just more worth it just to go for the heavies. Because you get the same punish, but you get more pressure after. And with option selects disappearing, you know, after the next update, hopefully at this point, 34 damage is something scary. Not to mention, and I hate to say it, most people don't even go for anything on that, you know? With this, they're gonna get scared, and they're probably gonna try to parry it, or try to dodge it. That's what's gonna end up happening. And then at that point, you get another guard break, and you get another 50 damage punish. It's gross, guys. Again, this last one, not as groundbreaking as, you know, the previous ones, but it's still a cool change. And I thought, not change, but a cool different way to do the punish. And why this one's better, you know, it's up to y'all, obviously. But guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, let me know. If y'all want any tips on any character-specific heroes, I would be happy to do that. I do play everyone. If you have not already, feel free to subscribe to the channel. We just hit 42,000, I believe, which is amazing. Just hit 40,000 like 2 weeks ago. The subs have been crazy. So yeah, feel free to subscribe if you haven't already. Like the video if you enjoyed. And I will catch you next time.